Hey everyone, it is Monday, May 2nd, and welcome to Odds Wizard, where we bet for fun by betting together. We have taken a couple week break, a little sabbatical if you will, but we are back with 3 new picks for today. We've got 2 NBA picks. It's the NBA playoffs. I have to pick those games just because they're so much fun to watch. These playoffs have been insanely good this year. I don't know what it is, but all these games are crazy close for the most part. Guys, the big names are stepping up. I've just had a blast watching it so far. I also cover what is the hottest pick in baseball right now. The number one pick that everybody is talking about and everybody is betting every night. But we're going to save that for last. We're going to start with the NBA playoffs. I'm going to start with a game that I'm least interested in the teams, but most interested in the game because of our pick. I'm going to take the 76ers and Heat over 208.5 points tonight. That's at minus 110 odds. That's the 7:30 game tonight on TNT. It's the early game. I don't really like either of these teams. So in the first round of the playoffs, one thing that I got really lucky with is all the teams I hated got knocked out. Toronto's gone. The Nets are gone. Lakers missed the playoffs. I know I talked about that already, but still I just got to gloat in it because I can't stand LeBron. But tonight, this game is between 2 teams I don't care for that much, so I may as well at least root for it to be a shootout, which is what I think it will be. A lot of people are probably taking the under on this because Joel Embiid is out. He's out the first and the second game of this series and questionable for the third game. He's a monster scorer, okay? I'm not going to deny that. But he's also the best defender on the court by a mile. He absolutely changes the other team's offense, which I think helps the Heat push up the tempo like they might do tonight. It also helps with their scoring. With him being out, one of the players I'm going to watch in this game is Bam. If he's healthy, which I'll talk about in a second, I think he could have a big night tonight and in Game 2 with Joel out. This really opens the floor for him quite a bit. So if you're doing daily fantasy like I will be doing, Bam is a guy I'm going to look for to put up big points tonight. The Heat, like I was going to say, are very banged up. Bam's questionable. Jimmy Butler's questionable. Basically, their entire starting lineup is questionable going in tonight. Do I think they will suit up? Absolutely. You're not going to miss game 1 of a playoff, especially when the other team's best player is out injured. These guys are all going to suit up tonight, but they're all going to be injured. Why does that play a factor in our over? If I'm injured, let's say I've got a rib injury or a shoulder injury, I'm going to focus on my offense, not my defense. I'm not going to sit there and bang guys all night long and just take a beating, okay? I'm going to step back, I'm going to let them shoot, and I'm going to make sure I save my energy for the offensive side of the court. That's why I want to take the over in this game. On top of the fact, I never take unders. This is about picking picks that are going to be fun, and unders really stink to root against guys to make points. So we're taking the over 208. Like I said, banged up, big question mark game with Embiid out, but I really think this over should hit if the Heat keep it a high scoring, fast paced game. Plus you've got Harden with Embiid out, might put up 50 shots. So if he's on tonight, this thing will hit 300. I mean, it'll be crazy if Harden is on tonight. Our second pick of the night. It's going to be the late game in the NBA. It is going to be, we're going to take actually a player prop pick in this game. We're going to take Dinwiddie over 11.5 points. He plays for the Mavericks. It's the Mavericks versus the Suns. Like I said, 10 o'clock. It's really late. This is a chance to maybe hit our over 11.5 points by halftime. Dinwiddie is very feast or famine in the first round of the playoffs. He either put up 5 points or 20 points. So you never know which guy you're going to get night in, night out, or who they're going to run the offense through, if it's going to be him, if it's going to be Luka, or if it's going to be Brunson. This series is the one I'm probably most excited to watch. I don't know. I say that now, and I watched both games yesterday, and they're both incredible. So this is either way. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. There's not as much history for Dinwiddie versus Phoenix, so what I like to do is I go in on these over-under prop picks, and I like to look at how they've played against the team before. Dinwiddie only played a half of basketball against Phoenix, so there's nothing we can extrapolate from that half. If Luka or Brunson get in foul trouble tonight, which is a possibility. Phoenix is a very fast, very strong team. If Luka or Brunson end up getting in foul trouble like we saw yesterday in the games where it was like 1 million fouls to 1 million fouls, Dinwiddie will see the ball more. I don't expect him to get in foul trouble. That's not typically the defense he plays. So if either of those two go, he's going to get the ball a lot, and I think he should hit this over by halftime if those two get in foul trouble, which I'm crossing my fingers they don't, because it'll be a better game if they play. Every other points total over, like that I looked at, was incredibly high. Luka's at 30.5 points. Ayton is at 19.5 points. Booker's high. Chris Paul's high. Like, I looked at everybody going tonight, and all of them seemed really high except for this. And I think it's because Dinwiddie is feast or famine, because he could only put up 5 points if Luka hogs the ball, which he has every right to. He's one of the best players in the NBA. But if Luka distributes the ball, Dinwiddie's going to kill this. And like I said, this is one of the great series in basketball. The Celtics series has been awesome. This series is going to be great. We have got some really good basketball going for us in round 2 of the NBA playoffs. Now, for our last pick, it's the one I buried the lead on a little bit. We are taking what is the hottest pick in baseball. We're going to take the Braves and Mets no-run first inning, NRFI. You're going to see that on Twitter if you follow gambling Twitter at all. It is the hottest pick in baseball right now that people are making because you can get in and out really quick. A lot of bettors don't like the slowness of baseball. This allows a bettor to get in there, watch one inning. It's really adrenaline-filled, like our first to 15 points in the NBA. So I'm taking that tonight. It's a 7-10 game tonight. It's in New York. Let me explain a little bit why this is so big. This is simply neither team will score a run in the first inning. You've got the top hitters from each team going versus the pitchers when they're the freshest. Typically, pitchers give up the most runs they tip in a game, their second or third or fourth time through the lineup. Usually, a pitcher's best time through the lineup is that very first time. So you're betting on that pitcher to win if you take no runs first inning. If you take yes runs first inning, it's the opposite. You're taking the hitters to get to the pitcher early. Now, I picked a game with two good pitchers. You've got Max Fried and Chris Bassett going tonight. Both of them have an ERA of 3.0 or lower. Both are very, very solid starting pitchers. And like I said, I think they'll do well versus the first time in the lineup. You'll get in and out of this in 15 minutes. And the other thing is about this that kind of throws this off a little bit for me is it's going to be 56 degrees to start this game. That is cold. Baseballs are not flying as far already. When it's cold and the baseball is not flying as far, this makes a home run less likely in that first inning and a home run less likely in this game overall, but especially when the pitcher is coming out fresh. So this is going to be a chilly game up in New York. And in case you guys haven't been following baseball yet, the Mets are the #1 team in the National League so far this year. They are a awesome team. The Braves are coming off a World Series win, so this is a division rivalry with two teams that if for some reason you're not an NBA fan and you want to pick an MLB game to watch, this is the game to watch tonight. Two great pitchers, two stacked lineups. Acuna's back for the Braves. So this should be a really good baseball game to watch overall. But if you want to get in and out really quick, this no-run first inning pick at -145 is what you want to do. If you take all three of our picks and you throw them in the cauldron, our odds are going to be +517. That's not a huge long shot for a parlay to hit, but we've got several coin flips in there. The no-run first inning, this is the first time I'm betting it or picking it. So I still have a lot of history with this on who to pick and who to watch on this. And the Dinwiddie pick, it all depends on how many minutes he gets tonight. So it's going to be really fun to follow these picks tonight. I'm going to recap them for you real quick. We've got the 76ers and the Heat over 208 points. We've got Dinwiddie over 11.5 points. We have the Braves and the Mets no-run first inning. Go ahead and follow along on Twitter if you can. I'll try and update these throughout the night. Can I promise I'm going to stay awake all the way through that 10 o'clock game tonight? I don't know. 1 a.m. is pushing it on a Monday night. I'm going to try to. We'll see. But yeah, go ahead and follow along on Twitter. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm going to try and get more videos out, especially some educational ones coming up here pretty soon, and try and get back into this on a daily basis other than Sundays. Either way, good luck with your bets, good luck with your picks, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Monday.